Sherri Shepherd is confirming that it was Nia Long that she was talking about when she said a well-known celebrity had grabbed her and accused her of talking and shading her on her show. Not only that, she's addressing her comments that she made about Megan Thee Stallion.
Here we go now.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, Sherri Shepherd is in Tyler Perry's new movie, Straw, and she was on The Breakfast Club. She weighed in on some of the things that have made headlines regarding her. And one of those things were her statements on her daytime talk show about Megan Thee Stallion. Let me remind you, and as always, that we're doing this under research purposes, copyright law of fair use, and The Breakfast Club, and we'll cite their full video in the description. So let me play a clip from what she originally said on her daytime talk show when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion.
Zoe Kravitz graced us with her butt crack. You could see everything. Megan Thee Stallion wore a dark green gown with only matching green pasties to cover up her breasts. And so this is where I have to put my Auntie Sherri wig on. And I say this with all of the love that I have. Ladies, this is not it. And I say this because there are young women, young girls who are looking up to all of you. All of you. And like, you're gonna have these young girls, these young ladies emulating you. And you remember when your grandmother would tell you, let them use their imaginations. Be a little mysterious. But you know, when they look at these girls, they don't have any secrets. Nobody gets to use imagination or their mind. And I wanna say, Megan Thee Stallion, I love you, I do. But I'm so upset because God gave you a legitimate gift. You are amazing with your lyrical rhymes and how smart you are. And I know people, a lot of these celebrities, they say they don't want to be a role model. But here's the thing, it comes with the territory, being a role model. You can't escape it because, Megan, when you said you graduated from college, do you know how many young girls you inspired to go to school also? You didn't ask for that. You didn't ask for that, but they were watching you. And I know people say, well, you know, Lil' Kim did it, but I remember when I saw it, I was like, why is she doing that? Like, she doesn't have to do that because she's so talented. And I know Megan as an artist, you get a little raunchy. I didn't hear WAP and body yaddy yaddy. But I also say, and I listen to those songs too, but I also say, to whom much is given, much is required. And if you say, well, how do I know that these young girls are looking up to you? Because they look up to me too. And I get more girls coming up to me, young girls saying, Miss Sherri, I want to be a talk show host, or I want my own talk show, or I want to be an actress. I want to do what you do. So they are watching. And I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm just concerned where all this is going.
Here's the thing in regards to what Sherri said. But Sherri, shouldn't that also go for when it comes to the lyrical content? Because some of what is being said in this lyrical content would also coincide with influencing young women. And you just said that you love those songs too. So I get where Sherri's coming from because I feel like this is very similar to when Monique was talking about women wearing bonnets and how they dressed at the airport. And I agree with her. At the end of the day, should these celebrities be role models? They can't help but be role models. But should Megan Thee Stallion change the way she is or how she dresses in order to please the people that are necessarily following her? At the end of the day, it's not like Megan was out here showing everything. I feel like if this is the way that she wants to express herself, I don't feel, especially Black women, and this is a longer conversation to get into because Black women have been fetishized. Black women have been shamed. Black women have been told, cover up, do this, do. Black women specifically, I get where Sherri's coming from in regards to the influence that they have on young women. How at the same time, I also feel like, especially Black women, they're not allowed to be themselves or to be multitudes of things, including being sexy and being free in this way. So part of me is like, I get where you're coming from, Sherri. And this is me twerking on a fence. If you're new here, this is what I talk about, twerking on a fence. I get where you're coming from. Your advice was coming from a place of love. I saw people were slamming Sherri for her opinions. Sherri's entitled to her opinion. She has a daytime talk show. She has a platform. She's entitled to her opinion. And I'm sure that opinion will gravitate to certain people. But at the same time, I feel like Megan can do and wear what she wants. And she should not only be the role model. People can appreciate Megan Thee Stallion for what it is. They don't have to follow her. They don't have to be a follow fashion when it comes to how she does things. That's more rooted in how you're raised and the influences in your life. But this is what the whole celebrity culture that we have here in America is, this whole celebration of celebrity. It reaps into everything. With our reality shows, they have to have a celebrity be a part of this reality show. They have to only include celebrities a part of this reality TV competition show. So that is the American culture that's obsessed with celebrity and hold these celebrities up to a pedestal that they're regular people. They want to be able to do whatever they want without feeling the pressure of, oh my God, I have to be a role model for other people. So I get where Sherri's coming from and where she was coming from, but I also get where Megan just wants to be able to be a 20-something having a good time. But let's take a listen to what Sherri said on the Breakfast Club about this.
Well, too, like, people were upset when you talked about Megan Thee Stallion on the carpet and her being nude or whatever you called her, right? And people respond to that. And when that happens,
for that, when I said that about Meg, I was ready for the backlash. But I'm a mother, I'm a woman, I mentor girls, and I just go, at some point, we have a responsibility. We have to speak up. And I love Meg Thee Stallion. I love it. But I think that women are going too far. And sometimes we forget that there are people who are watching us and they can't do what we do. They don't have security. They can't walk around and say, I want to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. So we are our brother's keeper. To whom much is given, much is required. So I knew I was going to get backlash. They told me, you're going to get, and I said, but no, I got to stand up. And
I'm also glad that she decided, when people around her were like, you're going to get backlash, we should not be mincing our words and our opinions because of the backlash. And I get it. We're in this culture of social media where no matter what you say, someone's going to have an opinion and be mad about it. That should not stop. And this is why so many celebrities and people, talking heads, don't share their opinions anymore. This is why Beyonce doesn't talk to the internet anymore. Because if she did, y'all probably be like, cancel her.
This platform, and it's really important that I say it. And if you listen to the context of what I said.
So let's get to what she had to say in regards to the Nia Long of it all. So this Breakfast Club interview that Sherri Shepherd did had a lot of tea that was spilled within it, because you may recall Sherri Shepherd went on her daytime talk show and talked about a woman, an unnamed celebrity, that confronted her about shading her on her talk show.
So this unnamed celebrity actress who shall remain nameless, I'm sitting there talking, somebody grabbed my arms and they forcefully turned me around. So I'm in a good mood. So I go, hi, what's going on? Because I know her. And she says to me, she goes, you've been shading me a lot. That's what she said to me. And I said to her, no, I haven't, because I was really confused. And then she goes, yes, you have. And then she just walked off. Now, let me tell you something. First of all, I know who I shade, because I don't shade many people. It might be one person I shade.
Who, your ex? just asking. Every time I watch this club, I'm like, wait, who's the one person? The one that you guys had the baby with? But anyway.
And I never have shaded this unnamed celebrity. And I'm like, and so she came into me in front of everybody going, you shaded me. And then she walks off. So, hey, unnamed. So I was mad. I was really mad. And I said, you know what? You don't freaking get to do that to me. So I went to the bathroom during intermission. I stood there for 15 minutes waiting for a meeting in the ladies' room. Okay? I stood there. You want to tell me I shaded you? So I would say the unnamed celebrity, because you think I done shaded you, which means you watch my show. I don't know who you think I am. I think you get me confused with somebody, one of the bloggers or the influencers, because I know I didn't shade you. Matter of fact, when something scandalous came up about you,
when her ex-boyfriend at the time, I think fiance, cheated on her, and it was a scandal. cheated on her with one of the women that worked for the basketball team. Remember the Boston Celtics, and now he works for another team. He makes a lot of money. That's when we talk about KSPN. This is when we talk about the sports. We found out a lot. That was Nia Long's ex-fiance.
On your side when it happened. So I would say to unnamed celebrity, because we've known each other a long time, come sit on my couch so we can talk about it.
And they never talked about it. Well, now she's talking about it and confirming, because a lot of people put two and two together, because there were a lot of female celebrities at the Othello. I think yesterday was the last night of Othello. I'm so mad that I didn't get to see it, but I'm trying to catch up and see some of these shows. Last night also was the Tony Awards as well. Congratulations to all of the winners. Let me just play this quick clip in regards to her talking about it on The Breakfast.
Nia Long ever take you up on your conversation to come on your show? I guess that's who you was alluding to. Well, they said that's who you was alluding to when they said she rolled up on you at the
when I said
premiere.
Unnamed celebrity.
Yeah.
We
rolled up on
exclusively
me.
reported that a source had told me that it was Nia Long.
Yes. Did Nia Long take me up? Because I didn't say her name, but yes, it was Nia Long. I don't know who Nia Long had me confused with. Mm-hmm. And what I appreciate, Lauren, this is why I love you. You did your research, you did your homework, and you pulled up a clip. The only time I've ever talked about Nia Long is when she went through it with her partner, who it was infidelity, and I supported her in that she deserves to have a good man to be with her. And you pulled up that clip. Mm-hmm. So thank you for that. You handled that very well. So I have no idea. I think Nia Long maybe confused me with someone.
Not a lot of black women on TV. So
it's not. I have no idea who she thought was shading her, but it was not me. I have no beef with Nia Long. I'm a fan of hers.
So what was it? Because remember, after this all played out, Nia Long posted a picture of herself in a taxi cab. I forgot what her caption was, but it was very simple and short, but a little shady. What exactly did Sherri Shepherd do, or do you think that she did?
Grown women, we both the same age, so like we can discuss it. A lot of people say, well, why would you say something like that publicly? Well, number one, I never said her name. There was a lot of women that attended the Othello premiere. And number two, I'm a stand-up comic, so everything that happens in my life is material for me. And my comedy stage is the talk show. So I got on stage and I just talked about it. And I said, this happened. You wanted to know why I went to the bathroom, because I said I went to the bathroom and had a meeting in the ladies' room. Yep. That was actually a joke because climax. This is why I don't get with younger men.
She explains how this was a joke. It wasn't a funny joke then. I didn't understand it when she talked about going to she referenced a song. I'm like, okay, that didn't land. That wasn't a good joke. But again, not all jokes land. That wasn't a good joke. I mean, at this particular point, and again, I don't know. At first, I said to myself when covering this Nia and Sherri Shepherd story, when it first happened, I said, well, maybe she didn't mean on the show. Maybe Sherri was talking to some other friends in Hollywood, but also that's not what I've heard of Sherri Shepherd before, so I would be surprised if that. But maybe Nia did get it mixed up, or maybe she didn't like one particular thing that Sherri said on her show. I don't know what it is, but at this particular point, Nia, if that is what you did, you should send her an apology along with a gift basket. I don't know about going on the daytime talk show and talking about it, because that would just bring a lot more attention to it. But if this is what you did, no, this is what you did. I believe that you did this. You need to send her a gift basket and an apology. I don't think you need to come out publicly and say anything, because you didn't do it publicly. But technically you were in public, but not on television. But you should definitely send her a gift basket if you had mistaken her for someone else. My thing is, though, if you had mistaken her for someone else and you were just lit that night, I don't know if she was lit or not. I'm just thinking, how are you mistaking? Mind you, this is triggering to me because this happened to me at BravoCon, where one of the Bravo celebrities makeup artists came up to me and accosted me. And I was like, do I know you? And so you talked about me. And I was like, I don't know who you are. So I don't know how I talked about you. And I talk about a lot of people. However, I definitely didn't talk about this woman because I don't even know who this woman is. She's a makeup artist from behind the scenes. So I was so shocked by that. But I was like, all right. So when she talks about Nia Long, I wouldn't be surprised if one of the Bravo celebrities or a celebrity was to do that to me. I'm like, I probably did talk about you. I cover so many different stories. But when you backtrack and you see when Nia Long has come up on Sherri Shepherd's show, she was supporting Nia. So maybe Nia was mixing her up with someone else. I don't know. Will we ever get the answer? Probably not. As always, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on what Sherri Shepherd had to say about the Megan Thee Stallion story that she covered, and Nia Long, confirming that it was Nia Long that she was talking about on her daytime talk show. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Here we go now.